To determine whether a stock presents a potential trade opportunity, I first chart that stock. By charting the stock, it allows me to identify potential areas of support and resistance consistent with my strategy. I utilize engulfing candles to identify that support and resistance. We're going to go through that exercise now with Tesla, which you see on your screen. I start with the year aggregation with the maximum time available, and I'm looking for engulfing candles. An engulfing candle, based upon the other videos I've posted for you, are those candlesticks which take out the high and the low of the candlestick to its immediate left. As you see on Tesla, I only see one, but I'm also going to draw another area of potential support and resistance, and that is 50% of the previous year. So I'm going to take a second to identify this so I remind myself what it is, 50%. And you'll see that I color code. The reason I color code, it just makes it much easier to see and to remember. So I'm using this bright blue to signify the year. So now I'm going to drop down to the quarter time frame. You see on your screen, I'm going to go through the same exercise. I'm looking for candlesticks that take out the high, like this one, the high and the low of the candlestick to the immediate left. And I am going to change the color. Again, as I stated before, I like to color code. It just makes it easier for me to identify by color and width which time frame I'm dealing with. So I'm just scanning to see if there are any other engulfing candles on Tesla on the quarter time frame. You see that here. Here's another one. I'm going to do the top and the bottom on this one. So you may ask, Dana, why are you even looking at Tesla? Well, I'm looking at Tesla because they have earnings. They're supposed to release earnings this afternoon. I'm sure you've heard all types of news about Tesla, whether it's positive, negative, in between. Probably depends on your overall position on Tesla to determine if you think the news is good or bad. But it always presents a potential trade opportunity when there's lots of news. And in addition to that, you have an earnings report. So there we go. We're identifying 50% of the quarter. So now I'm going to drop down to the month. I do 10 years on the month. And again, this is the month time frame. I'm going through the same exercise. I'm looking for an engulfing candle. That would be a candle which takes out the high and the low of the candle to the immediate left. And I'm going to color code. I'm going to change that color. And I'm going to change the thickness as I already described. It just helps me to more easily identify what time frame that I'm looking at. As we know, with being an options trader, in addition to finding those higher probability trades, we want to be efficient, right? So I'm doing this actually on a break. I had a break from work. So I thought I would use the time wisely and just chart a ticker here. So that's what I'm doing. It need not be a time-intensive process to chart a ticker or chart a stock or ticker, however you like to call it. You just have to know what you're doing, what your strategy is. And again, my strategy, as you heard me say, when it comes to the year time frame, the year aggregation, I use the max available time. Similarly, with the quarter time frame, I use the max available time. When it comes to the month, I only use 10 years of data. That's if it's available. Certainly, some stocks have not been publicly traded for 10 years, so you might not always have that opportunity. And I'm also adding the 50% level of the previous month, labeling it here. And you can I certainly encourage you to back test that thesis. Like, Dana, why are you doing 50% of the previous month? Take a look at a stock that maybe you're interested in and see how often it goes back to retest 50% of a previous time frame. Okay, so we've got the year, we've got the quarter, and we've got the month. So now I've just dropped down to the day to take a look and see how Tesla is moving right now. Tesla has been falling, 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 as you see on the far right, really with no support yet in sight. So I'm going to drop down to the week or go up to the week. The next potential support I see is down here, the far right of the screen. So this area, in my estimation, could be a potential trade opportunity, whether you're looking to, let me remove that, whether you are looking to trade Tesla to the downside or you are looking for a bounce to trade it to the upside. So this could be a trade opportunity. So I'll add that some traders also identify past buying areas. And if you see my cursor here on, let's see here, this would be the first week of January 2023. You see that a number of buyers stepped in. So potentially I'm going to draw a line here. This could also become a potential support, which I'm going to label potential support buying area. Dana, why do you know that, or why do you say that? Back testing, looking at how price responded previously. I see the strong green candle right below this month engulfing candle or support that we just drew. And buyers stepped in, they bought it up, and price continued to go up. So I will make note of that. This could be a potential area for a call entry for those who are bullish on Tesla, or for those who are bearish. You may watch this level here to see if price breaks below and then trade price down to this month's support here. Questions, please let me know. Otherwise, we'll chat again soon. Goodbye.